You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneakyg podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneakyg Man merch. So please check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M Replica Trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg, man! Let's go Giants! Oh! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg, man. What is going on? Welcome to the 124th episode of Make It Count, the Sneakyg podcast. I'm your host, Sneakyg man, Stefan, aka Sneakyg. Hope all is doing well. We're going to be talking about a lot today. Okay, I do have a special guest coming on. He's a fellow Giants fan. Also, I got my main guy with me as always. Big Blue Ant. I call him Ant for short. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, man? Well, I need to unmute you. That's my fault. What's going on, man?
Not much, Piper. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. So I already see it in the comments. Yes, Sean Payton has retired. We're gonna get to that. Before we jump to that, let's quickly. I want to settle something. All right, and for the last 2 days, right? The last 2 days, I have been in debates, you could say, with Young K again on TikTok about this conversation of New York Football Giants having 8 world championships. Now, guys, listen, I don't care where your agenda lies. I don't care, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan or a Patriots fan or even an Eagle. I don't care who your fan base is, okay? The history of the NFL is indisputable. Right behind me, right here, right behind me, I have what you call a dynasty banner. I have the 4 Super Bowls and I have the 4 NFL championships. Now, the 4 NFL championships, they're not conference championships. They're the world championship. Matter of fact, Jim Mora, on his right ring finger, he wears the 1956 world championship ring. I saw it for myself. Now, I don't care how many teams was back there. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I mean, if it was integrated or not. I mean, that's a different topic. That's a different topic that I'm more than welcome to entertain. But for those that say it don't count, Are you really going to disregard Jim Brown and what he did to the league?
See, I think the problem is the reason it don't count to some of these, we'll call them young folks, is because their team doesn't have any of them.
Exactly.
So, in other words, if the Cowboys had an extra 2 or 3, I wouldn't discredit it. I would count them as world championships.
Because we can't.
Right. The problem is because it's the Giants and it puts us ahead of them or over them in the world championship conversation, automatically it doesn't count. Well, facts don't care about feelings, and guess what?
Thank you.
It's a fact.
Thank you. So if anybody wants to come on and dispute that, you can. And I think We Sportin' came on yesterday on my live. I went live on TikTok. Oh yeah, you were there. You were live on Instagram. He came on live on my TikTok and immediately said, "We don't have 8." I'm like, who are you?
No,
So you're going to tell me? So you're going to tell me even the football team, they have a total of 5. So you're not going to count your 5? Is that what you're telling me? So I mean, we could jump on that, but we got a lot more to cover. We got the coaching interviews with the New York Football Giants. We got a couple conference championships that's going on tonight. Not tonight, Sunday.
Yeah.
As well. And I'm even inclined to push that till Thursday because I forgot this is Tuesday. I think we'll entertain that on Thursday. So we can even talk about the divisional round, which was a fantastic weekend of football.
Which brings me to a good point. Remember how we were talking, was it yesterday, about maybe changing the rules a little bit? So I'm watching Good Morning Football this morning about overtime rules.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle, I forget Kyle's last name, but he brought up a really interesting thing. So instead of making it, I think this makes it 100% fair. What you do is you make it so that you're not playing till the first team scores. You literally make it almost a full quarter. You play an extra 10 minutes to the end, and whoever's up, that's who wins the game, obviously.
But what if it's tied?
Then you play again. You play another 5 minutes, but you keep minimizing it. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna. And I get the point of okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Do I ever duck anybody?
No, why?
Okay, no, I mean because We Sportin' saying I'm ducking them. So I'm just like,
Don't ruin my conversation with this stupid shit.
Oh, okay, sorry. My apologies. I will never disrespect you ever like that again.
So
never.
What Kyle also made a good point of, and I see what you're saying. You don't want a 5-hour, long NFL game. However, in the history, when they've used overtimes in the NFL, there have been so few, if any, double overtime type of situations that have been documented when they, I guess, used to do that rule, if that was a rule. Because he brought it up and he said the statistics showed that with the NFL or football, you hardly ever get a double overtime. Like it's slim to none to get that situation. Again, not saying it couldn't happen. And again, with football, as aggressive as it is, as much as it beats you up, I think it would be slim to none that you would have a double overtime as well.
Hold on a sec. I have to post this one. This is funny. So I do want to say one thing, and I'm gonna give you some pushback. I'm gonna give you. Oh, here we go. Perfect. What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey guys, this is our special guest for tonight. This is Mike from Polycon. Did I say the name correctly?
Yes.
If you guys need, well, most of you guys are young, so I highly doubt that you're going to need a moving company. But if you want to run away from home and you need a moving company, they won't do it at night, so your parents are going to find out that you're running away. Call Polycon. And they're high end also. They take care of expensive stuff. Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. Plus, this is my dog right here. This is my homeboy right here.
What's going on, bro?
Mike,
What's up,
this
man?
is
How you doing,
Ant.
Right.
This is Mike. Funny how we met. I'll tell the story later. But you came in at a good time, Mike. We're
All right.
talking about the and after this, I'm going to wait till about 15 after, then I'm going to start adding people in. We're talking about the possibility of expanding the overtime
game.
rules.
Yeah, tie game rules.
So Ant, if I hate to ask you to say it again, but
No,
basically
it's fine.
Ant saying that, we should add another quarter and let them play it out.
Not a full quarter. Not a full quarter. Like you just
like
add an extra 10 minutes,
Okay.
and whoever's up, there's your winner. I mean, that's obviously. But the thing is like, okay, so Sneaky makes a good point of, well, what if it goes into another overtime? So apparently they've done this before in football games. I don't know if it was college back in the day. I don't even know if they did in the NFL. Not to my recollection, anyway. But the statistics have shown that if games like that, if they go into overtime, double overtime, it usually has ended there. They've never seen, they've never seen a situation where it would have to go to a triple overtime, especially with NFL, because you're constantly beating each other up.
Oh, we lost him. Oh, snap, we lost him. Hopefully he'll jump back on.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna wait for him to come on before I share the link again to everybody. I believe that it should stay the same. I personally did not like the sudden death, where it does evolve in the coin flip, and the defense got to stop him. And got you back, Mike. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry, I lost it.
No, it's okay. I like the rule that's in place right now, because the sudden death rule I felt wasn't fair, because the other team 9 times out of 10 didn't get the opportunity to get the ball back. Where basically a field goal would win it. I think
that's the rule I liked. I wish they would have stayed with that. My feeling on that is, if you've taken a game to overtime, sudden death, that's it. If you let a team drive down to get within field goal range, then you deserve to lose.
Well, see, but this is why I like this one. Okay, and Mike, I want your input on this.
Yeah.
If the team scores a field goal, then the other team gets an opportunity to score a field goal. I like that. However, it is harder to score a touchdown. If you score a walk-off touchdown, that's game. We don't need to change anything. And the fact that
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the fact that Kelsey caught that magnificent play, back shoulder in the end zone. Look, the Buffalo Bills defense should have stopped it. Bottom line. The field goals, yes. If you kick a field goal and the other team scores a touchdown, I mean, and look at the dramatics that this rule has taken place. I mean, the time that I think it was a wild card game when you had Tim Tebow, the Denver Broncos, throw that slant to the late great Thomas to run it into the end zone. I mean, I think the rule. The rule is how it's played out now. Defenses has to stop the offense.
Yeah, and what? Just thinking about it and the way you're explaining it, you know what? I'm jumping back on board with you, because now I'm realizing that, okay, if you make it that first team that scores, nobody's thinking touchdown. They're just thinking, let's get in field goal range, kick the field goal, and we're done.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you make a good point with that.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, well, here's my thought on it. I mean, that was a hell of a game. I mean, that was one of the best games of the weekend, I thought. I mean,
yeah,
it finally didn't come down to a field goal kicker, which was nice. But the way I see it is this. I wish they would adopt the college rule when it comes to playoffs. Okay? And here's my reason why. That game, I could have watched that game till midnight, the way those offenses were scoring. I mean, it was amazing. You say, well, the defense should have stopped them. Yes, they should have. But you know what, dude? Those guys were worn out. They've been running up and down that field, chasing all those receivers all game long. That game was like, who was going to get the ball last, and that's who was going to win that game. That's what it boiled down to. This is where I like the college rule. You put the ball on the 25-yard line and let them just go at it. Keep scoring. Just keep scoring, and eventually they got to go up. Then they got to start doing 2-point conversions. And like I said, I could have watched that game till midnight if it was a college rule. You know what I mean? It could have gone into 20 overtime for all I care.
Yeah, we have to.
I think it builds excitement. I'm
not going to deny that, but what we have to differentiate from college and pros. They're two different sports. There's a lot of money on that field.
Oh yeah.
And I think the owners would rather not have. I mean, I'm actually surprised that the owners approved the fact that they wanted a change in the overtime rule. But again, I mean, you're right. I could have watched it up until 1 o'clock in the morning, the back and forth. I mean, and the fact that they were dog tired, that's why they conditioned in OTAs in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but this time, anybody's ever played sport. This time of the year, man, you are beat to hell. You've gone through a
Of
brutal
course.
schedule. I mean,
By far.
I mean,
And
these
we
guys
sporting.
are.
You said I was ducking you. I don't see you in the backstage. So who's ducking who now? I'm just saying. So now, so let's move on real quick. Head coaching interviews for the New York Football Giants. And you pretty much got the heads up. I know they have the second interview. Well, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and lay out who they're interviewing, and then we'll talk about them.
All right. So as of today, Dabo, I gotta stop calling him Dabo. Dabo did his second interview.
Mm-hmm.
They are bringing in, who the heck is it tomorrow? Shoot, I can't think of who they're bringing in tomorrow. And then Thursday, Flores will be here for his face-to-face, which will be his
Let
second.
me know what point you made, and I will put it on the screen, please. Go ahead.
So they'll be bringing him in. The consensus that I'm getting is, and this is just my feeling right now, and I've said it a week ago when they talked about Joe Shane being the GM. My initial thought still stands that if we go with Dabo, they're going to bring in Ken Dorsey as the OC, and they're going to pull in Wink Martindale for the DC, which I love. I don't have a problem with it at all.
I like that move.
I'm going to be honest, and I know, Ann and I, we talked about this before, and Mike, we talked about it as well. I don't care who we have. Well, I take that back. I don't want Dan Quinn. I don't want Dan Quinn. I think that's and I'm going to tell you why. I know there was a couple people that some Cowboy fans like, why do you want Dan? Why you don't? Because he's a Cowboy. No, I don't want him because of the fact that in my mind, if I'm thinking about the 28-3 loss to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I know a lot of other people are thinking the same thing. That's going to be his theme throughout his career. And I don't want that stigma that he can't. I mean, you know what? And if he goes somewhere and beats us in a conference game and then wins the Super Bowl, by all means, okay, good for you. But at this moment right now, I'm like Ant. I want youth. Yeah. I want youth on the sideline. I want, but the thing is, I do want coaching experience. Now, yeah, Quinn has it, but no. And of course, that would just lead up to Harris.
My only hang up with Flores is the baggage. Why didn't he get along with these guys in Miami? Why was it such an issue? Why did the I want Deshaun Watson thing like simmer so badly and become such an issue?
Nico, you're just trolling right now. Where are you at? I don't see you on the backstage.
Was that the bully?
Man. Yeah, I mean, he talks all that mess, and then he said sneaky cry man, but then he's not showing up. Like, what the hell? You're going to talk, but then not show up? You got 2 minutes, and I'm going to block that comment, and I'm going to put you in a timeout because that's the kind of dad I am. Yes, I'll put you in a timeout.
You're great, Dad. I've seen it firsthand.
Thank you. Yes, you have. Thank you. I'm sorry, Ann. I did not mean to lose your concentration.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well, you're right, because there were some communication issues with Harris and Tua. Not only Tua, but his assistant coaches. There was some turmoil there. There was.
Well,
and the fact that
coordinators they went through.
Yeah. He did. They did go through them. Yeah. And but maybe I'm holding hope. Maybe one of the reasons why I would like Harris there is maybe Patrick Graham would want to stay. But even that's not even a for sure thing. No.
You know what? I have no problem with letting that guy walk. I mean, he can go off in the sunset. I think we need to reset the button right now. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And
I can't argue that.
The reason why we need a new culture in there. We need to restart everything all over again.
I agree with that.
I mean, we have been all over the map, and it's like we got to get somebody in there strong-minded, and it's like, hey, let's run this system this way. Let's get this thing going because we have to do something because what we've been doing, it's not working. And this is why I believe we need to go after the offense coordinator for the Bills. This guy, look what he did with Josh Allen. I've watched Josh Allen since college. Okay, living in Denver, I watched him play in Wyoming because we used to get the Wyoming games in Denver, so I used to watch him. This kid had a cannon on him, but he just didn't have the tools.
He was raw. Yeah,
he was raw. He needed somebody to teach him.
Yeah.
They took this kid and look what they've done with him. I look what they did in that game last night. I mean, they won that game, and you know what? But then Mahomes just did what Mahomes does. I mean, 37 seconds was way too much time for that guy.
Yeah.
But I still have faith in Danny Dimes. I know a lot of people don't.
I'm with you.
He's had a raw deal. He hasn't had an offensive line. He's had how many offensive coordinators? What, 3 now? He's had 2 coaches. I mean, there's been no stability in our organization for this long.
And you know who's also in Danny Dimes' corner? The new GM.
Yeah,
new GM.
You got to get somebody in there who's going to get in this kid's head. And listen, this is his make or break year. You give him that 1-year contract, you sign his extension, and you give him this year and say, "Listen, dude, this is your year, bro. You're going to go out or you're going to go out the door." And that's how you have to do it. I mean, we got to give this.
I'll tell you what. Let me hear some from our young Giant fans, and then we'll talk to the gathering as well. And we Sporting, don't play the victim. It's not a good look, okay? Because we all know the truth. Braxy, what's up, man? How you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good. So, what do you think about Daniel Jones? Are you for him or against him?
I love him.
You love him? That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you had your choice of coaches, what would you do? If Jim Mara and Steve Chish said to you, Braxley, the future of the New York Football Giants is on you, would you go with the Buffalo coach? So let me tell you, Buffalo coach or Miami coach or Baltimore coach? Let's make it like that. Miami, okay.
Because look, he turned a 1-7 season into like what, a 9-7 season.
He did.
That's
he did.
Impressive. Like that's something that any of our coaches in our coaching staff could not do.
That's true. We only won 4 games, so there's
my only question to that is how much of that was him and how much it was the players just rallying around each other. I mean,
it could have been both. That's something we'll never know.
We'll never know. Unless you get an insider in Miami, you're not gonna know. But here's the deal. How many people were really sad to see him go from that organization?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
There wasn't a huge outcry. I didn't see a bunch of tweets going out. "Oh, Flores, what happened? Why are you leaving us?" It was, "Have a nice day."
Well, when he first got fired, I heard that there was a shock outside of the Dolphins.
I was.
Sorry, guys.
What?
They're complaining about my fan on my laptop.
Who is on the private chat?
Yeah, Dash. Let me know if you guys can still hear that. I just
I can't hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good now.
I had it sit on my lap. Sorry, guys.
I started hearing stuff about the inner turmoil after like a week after that all happened, after he got fired. So, we never know. Maybe the situation, and we don't know the full story. That's the problem. We don't know the full story on both sides. It's easy for ownership and front office not to get along with the coach. That was Marty Schottenheimer in San Diego. Maybe there was a little, maybe some lines were crossed. We don't know. We don't know the full story. And you got anything to add?
No, I'm actually watching NFL Network to see the tracker. I'm trying to figure out who the third coach is. Somebody's saying Pat Graham. They've already interviewed Pat Graham. I don't think he's coming back.
I thought Dan Quinn was coming in next for another interview.
No, they only brought him in for the one. He's actually going to Chicago for a second interview.
Wow. Good go there.
Oh, and guess who else Chicago picked up?
Oh.
Bowles.
Who, Nick Foles?
No, Poles.
Todd Bowles?
No, Ryan Poles.
Oh, Poles.
Yeah.
Poles, yes. Yeah.
Who wants to talk about I see somebody wants to talk about the Rams.
I'm sorry?
I'm seeing somebody talk about how they want to talk about the Rams.
Yeah, Rams talk. We'll get to you in a sec. Don't worry. Braxy, any final thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones, we're gonna give him one last shot this upcoming year. If he like does a terrible performance, what I don't think he will. I think he's gonna stay for a long time.
I have to agree with you.
One can sure hope.
I think they need to bring in competition for him. Somebody that's not going to cost us an arm and a leg, because God knows we don't have the cap space. And
we have no cash.
And one name comes to mind who I think would fit in perfectly and help Daniel Jones if he doesn't at least take his job, Marcus Mariota.
I knew you were going to say that. And if you would have
That's
said,
a good one. I like that one.
If you would have said Mike Glennon, you would have been banned for a lifetime.
I thought he was going to say Mitch Trubisky for a second.
Mike Glennon is the worst thing that ever happened to the Giants.
A few weeks ago, I heard his name being tied to the Giants, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I saw something of that on one of the
Yeah.
Giants pages. Yeah, I saw that on one of the Giants pages.
Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
What's up, Roxy? What you got?
Can I show you something that my grandma made for me?
Yeah, sure. What you got, man?
It is Giants related. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
wow.
that is awesome.
Cool. That is cool, man.
That is really awesome, man.
That is cool.
I'm glad you shared. That's
painted?
huge too. I'm glad you shared
Is that
that
a
with
painting?
us.
Yeah, it took her 3 months. So
That's awesome.
That's
that
one
a
of those
painting?
diamond things, right?
yeah, she does those for fun because she can't go anywhere anymore because she has breathing problems.
Yeah, you don't have to tell everybody her medical record on the show.
You could just say she's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have been like, man, grandma smokes a lot of weed. She don't go nowhere. She just be token and looking. No, I'm playing Braxy. Don't
So,
say your
hey,
grandma I said that.
Sneaky, let me just warn you. So, Friday night last week, the guys did, I know, right? The guys did a,
Can I get the kid off first before we get into this?
yeah, go ahead. It's not bad.
I had a roll of ones and no, let me...
Close. You're on the right track.
Hey, Braxy, man, I appreciate you tenfold. I hope to see you on Thursday. I'm glad you jumped on. I'm glad you're part of this community now. Let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants.
I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. Have a good one.
Take it easy, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Okay, before we go on, let's bring on Gabe. Go ahead. What you got? Hookers and cocaine. Is that what it is?
It was interesting.
I like that kid's hat right there. I gotta get me one of those.
So wait. Before Gabe says anything, he was one of the people that was there Friday night.
Oh hell!
So,
He was the one that brought the $1 bills. I bet.
Yeah, right. So real quick, whoever said it was Pat Graham, you were right. I don't know why I didn't think it was him, but he's supposed to be.
That was me.
Okay, he's supposed to be doing his second interview tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm glad they're giving a second interview.
All right. Anyway, so Friday night, what you guys, Gabe, don't understand is that obnoxious dude that you saw. That's normally me. I am in my house. I stay reserved. My wife sleeps. She works. I'm out of work right now, so my daughter, she goes to school. They're still in the house. I don't. So what you saw Friday night is usually how I am on the weekends.
I was that Starbucks parking lot, Aunt.
Yeah, that's right. These guys thought I was drunk the whole night. I just didn't want to go home. Although I did get a little inebriated. I'm not lying.
Okay. All right.
But we'll leave it at that. I was not drunk.
All right. Gabe, I'm going to start the clock. Go ahead. Tell me your thoughts, man. You're officially on the clock. What you got?
I mean, I'm glad to hear that we're going to be, or it seems like we're going to be giving Daniel Jones another chance. I mean, how do you say his name?
Shane. It's pronounced like Shane. Shane is how it's pronounced.
Shane is like really is high on him or likes him at least. But I really want Dable. I think he can help develop Daniel Jones. in OTAs and training camp to be good this year, because I really want an offensive minded head coach. I think that's going to really help the development of our offense. I think we need coaches that can put up schemes for Kenny Galladay and Kadarius Toney and someone that can do that. I don't want a wide receivers coach. I don't want a special teams coach. I want an offensive minded coach. Flores, the whole Deshaun Watson thing, Mara said himself he's not going to let someone with a legal background come in that building. He said in his press conference that he won't allow that. And I mean, what do you have to say?
So when I say baggage, I'm not talking anything about the court case. The reason I'm saying that, and a lot of people keep alluding to that, he hasn't been convicted of anything.
And the criminal charges have dropped.
Yeah, the criminal charges have dropped. So that's out the window. So as of right now, John Mara would be liable for actually, if he's really interested, bringing him in at the very least.
But I don't want to give up. The thing is, I don't want to give up our future. I don't want to give up
Exactly.
3 first.
Exactly.
I'm not into that. I'd rather
Gabe,
draft.
I'm like you. I don't want to give up anything because we need to fix our number one problem, which is the offensive line.
Right.
And if this GM, I mean, Joe, I'm rooting for you, but I guarantee you, if you pick up a wide receiver and a tight end in the first 2 picks, you know you messed up, right? I mean, I'm just being honest.
Honestly, in the 3rd round, I want a tight end, but not in the first 2 rounds.
So can I tell you guys real quick my thing with getting Deshaun Watson? The one way I see it being possible at all.
Yeah, if they waive him and it don't cost us anything.
Well, no, even if they make a trade for him, the thing that'll save us face, the thing that'll save us from having to hand out our next 5 years is if the civil suit, which is still pending against him, turns out to be a thing and he ends up getting suspended for 10 games or whatever, because now we have a bargaining chip. Well, I'm not going to give you 2 first rounders for a guy that's not even going to barely play this year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that could end up working out, because I wouldn't mind giving up one of the picks as long as we take an O lineman with that 1 pick that we have left.
The value of those 2 though is so high that I need a pass rush and I need an O line. That's my 2 priorities going into this draft.
And Gabe, I'm gonna vice versa. You can't go wrong either way.
Right.
If he goes O line and edge or edge O line, I'm good. But
you can get good O linemen throughout the draft too. You can get O linemen the 5th one,
right? But
the 4th round.
You got to get we need someone to complement Andrew Thomas. Now the timer did go. Let me get your final thoughts, man.
I mean, listen, I like Dable. I think he can bring in a good staff with him. I think one of the problems Joe Judge had is bringing in a good staff behind him, other than Pat Graham. But I think Dable can bring in a good staff. I'm hearing that the offensive coordinator he wants to hire, if he got the job, is the Bills quarterback coach. Is that right, Ant?
Ken Dorsey, yeah.
Ken Dorsey.
Yes. I like that idea, because then that can really help develop Daniel Jones even more, with the history of developing Josh Allen. So, Yeah,
Sneaky brings up a good point. Sneaky brings up a good point. We were talking before the show started. If we're taking all the Bills guys, who's left for them?
Yeah, who the Bills going to have?
I mean, at this point, I don't care. If they're coming to us, I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
And Ken Dorsey, Hurricane.
Oh, yeah. It's all about
national champion. Just going to throw that out there. Gabe, always, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, you got to come on Thursday because I need your predictions for Thursday.
All right, I'll try. It depends on what my homework situation looks like.
Well, just get your homework done. What you talking about? Depends.
We come on at a good time at night. Yeah. It's 9 o'clock here.
9 o'clock your time.
I procrastinate.
You get home and you get it done.
Well, all right. So do you schedule? Do you schedule stuff? Schedule to not procrastinate so you can get your stuff done.
Wait. Let's hold on. Let's stop, because Mike doesn't know that we've seen Gabe grow up. So we have every. So Mike, just want to let you know, Gabe is one of the OGs.
Okay. So 5, baby.
When he first came on, he didn't even have his camera on. Now look at him talking like he knows football, because he does.
And he sounds like his voice dropped too.
I know. He sure does. Oh, it's such a blessing to watch these guys grow up. I got to be honest.
I love Gabe, man. Gabe,
Yeah.
you know I love you like a nephew,
Yeah,
bro.
and you know what? And he could play Madden. I'm gonna give him props. He could play Madden. Let me hear
I've
it one
gotten
time.
better,
Gabe.
Sneaky. I've gotten better with
Hey,
that.
hey, summertime. Well, we'll see.
Hey, if Sneaky lets me, I might end up joining the tournament this year.
Oh, damn. Oh,
If you, well, we got to talk about it. You want
We'll
to,
talk
you want to
about it.
join?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Because then you have to relinquish. We'll talk about it anyway. Gabe, let me hear one time, brother.
let's go, Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you, fam.
What's up, Gabe?
Here we go, Mike. Here we go. Now, how many?
Yo,
how
what's
many?
up?
Mike, what's up, man?
How's it
You're
going?
on the road to 1.1K now. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yes, sir.
Keep your feet off the screen.
that just made it weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Another Friday shenanigan.
Okay, no worries. Mike, you are
Yeah.
on the clock. I'm glad I missed out on that one.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about what happened backstage, okay? But anyway,
But
Anyway.
so here we go. I'm gonna have to start moving some people. If you've been on, I apologize. I gotta make some room to let other people on. So go ahead, give me your thoughts on the new GM. Well, I think we talked about that last week, but the coaching shuffle. Go, what you got?
I am excited at what Joe Shane's gonna bring. It's finally. I feel like they put more thought into it, and hopefully he's gonna do good. And let's see who we gotta get as a head coach and possibly OC, and then just hopefully we don't have an OC that's gonna run on 3rd and 10 and throw the ball on that on the 2-yard line. So that's all.
And you don't have an 11-minute conference with
Yeah.
the media.
And talk about what you're going to do in the game, but you never do it in game. Talk about it after. It's just crazy.
So real quick, and I know you're on the clock. Do you think we gave Judge a fair shot?
I mean, he was put into a bad situation, but I mean, he did it to himself. He just talked too much. You could say at the post game, and he never did in game. He never kept to his word. But he was in a bad situation, really. But it's just him talking about him, like talking too much. That's what really pissed everyone out. Like, what just got me mad and everyone else. That's pretty much all. But he was put into a bad situation. I wouldn't blame him too much on that.
No,
I
go ahead.
No, I don't think he was put in a bad situation. I just don't think he knew how to make the situation better. I mean, he didn't walk into a team that was horrible. I mean, we had some holes, but he could have fixed those holes. He did nothing to fix anything. And, to be a good head coach, you have to be a good manager. That's what it boils down to. You got to be able to manage
A good
all of your other
delegator
coaches.
too.
Yeah, and a good delegator. And he just didn't have that. He was a very good, he could give a hell of a post conference, but that didn't mean anything to me. Like you say, he talked too much.
Yeah, you got to show him proof.
You got to show me. Yeah, exactly. We went off that whole. He came from the Belichick and from the Saban tree, and we thought that's what we were going to get, and we got nothing like that.
No.
I'll be honest. I was blinded by his rings.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Not only his
gonna
Super
be
Bowl
good.
rings, but his BCS championship rings.
Well, the one thing I brought up too before, as they were hiring Joe Judge was the fact that, it's a great, pickup and, again, he comes from, pedigree background. My thing was, and to this point still is, like, he was a special teams coach. You want to bring in a head coach, he has to have been an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, someone a little higher than a special teams coach.
Yeah, I don't think that holds
Harbaugh-
water. I've got to say, you got to look at Harbaugh, and you got to also
You
at
gotta
Bill
look at
Cowher.
Harbaugh,
And look, the advantage of a special teams coach is the advantage of evaluating players, because you got to get like 6 to 7 players to play on your special teams. That's going to cost you your job as a special teams coach. So there's a gift to it. I'm gonna give him props on that. I like what he said during press conferences. When he spoke, I wanted to run through a wall. However, Where he lost me was the discussion of the headset. I got to bring that up when he mentioned the issue of the headset and the timeout. And I'm like, look, just
No, I
don't.
mean he didn't have just.
Sometimes you gotta not speak the truth. And I'm just let's say the truth. What that was the truth. And I think his downfall. Look, we had. I hate to say this. That 6-10 season. It was a season that we haven't had in years. Meaning
Mhm.
competitive football towards the end of the season.
Hmm.
And we could say, Ingram and the Philly non-catch, if you will. It would have been different. I mean, we don't know, but it would have been different. But there was some play calling throughout that season as well. When Garrett was out, Kitchens was there, and they did a fake field goal, and then he talked about being aggressive, and
Mhm.
we had a chance to take the lead in the division, and that was just that year. And then the regression that we had last year, and I'm not talking about when we won 4 games. I'm talking like against Denver, against Atlanta. Washington, I'm not going to say too much because that was a missed call. But the Denver game for me, the regression of the defense, it was just appalling to me. I'm
See,
like,
the Denver game, they get a
Nobody
pass.
expected. Nobody
They get
expect.
a
I don't
pass
think.
from me for that Denver game because it's the first game of the season. Like that could have went either way. If we would have played them maybe 3-4 weeks into the season, that might have been a different outcome. The thing
Well,
that killed me, the
yeah,
thing
go
that
ahead. I'm
killed me
sorry.
the most about Joe Judge, the headphones thing, I can throw that out the window. I think coaches tend to try and blame whatever they can. Just to
No, I
not-
get that. No, I get that. I get
But
that.
my thing is the week in and week out, I saw some good things. I saw some bad things. We're going to improve on the bad things. We're going to get better on the good things. That's great. That's what you want to hear. But then to come out every week, say the same thing every week, and not a damn thing changed. Not even
Right.
a little bit.
It doesn't change.
Yeah,
It did.
Mike, the timer went off. Let me hear your final thought.
I mean, sadly, we're gonna keep Jones. So I mean, it's one more year. I don't know about Watson, and the only good option is Watson. I mean, that's the only. We'll make sure he's gonna be cleared, and we don't want him to get suspended and stuff. And I mean, that's all. So if we get Watson, it's fine. But it's. I mean, I would give up Bradbury if Bradbury just.
Oh no, don't stop. Just,
I would give up James Bradbury. For being honest.
let me hear it one time.
Not
Get rid of his
Saquon.
contract.
But yeah.
Yeah, let
I'll
me hear
keep
it one time.
I'll keep Joe one more year, and that's all. Yeah, please draft O-line. I mean, hopefully they draft O-line. I don't. It's the Giants again. I don't know what they're gonna do. So,
Let me hear it one time, Mike.
all right, let's go Giants out.
Appreciate you.
I'll tell you what else I would do.
I'm gonna let you guys talk. I got to check out Mama Boss real quick. I'll be right.
I'll tell you what else I would do. I would because the Giants have a lot of picks this year. Not a lot of picks, but they're still up there. I wouldn't mind trading up for a higher pick in the second round, or even trying to come in at the back of the first round, if it's there, and taking a stab at Malik Willis out of Liberty, the quarterback.
Yeah. No, I mean that's a good
It
run.
wouldn't kill us, but it would
I'm
be a
just-
first round pick unless they moved
Yeah,
up.
I'm ready. I'm just wanting to see where we're going to go with this draft. I mean, we have 2 solid picks, and there's everyone needs a need. So it's like, where's our need going to fall? I mean, we need a pass rusher, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's 3 good ones right in the top first round, off the top of the bat.
Who do you like?
I like the kid from Oregon personally. I've watched him play high school here in Los Angeles.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yep, I watched
Yeah.
my brother coached him in high school. I watched him. He's a man amongst boys.
Yeah.
The Hitchens kid, you can't miss with him really either. He's another beast.
Yeah,
And then you got the
I
Greek-
followed his career. I'm a Michigan guy.
Okay, yeah, and then you got the Greek freak over at Purdue.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell
I
you what.
mean-
Who else I wouldn't mind? And again, the way the Giants convert linebackers into defensive ends, I wouldn't mind grabbing the other dude out of Michigan, the linebacker, David Ajabo.
yeah,
Kid's got speed. He's strong.
Mhm.
He wouldn't be a bad pickup either.
no, you wouldn't. I mean, we definitely have to get a pass
All right.
rush, that's for sure.
Yeah,
And we definitely
yeah.
have to get some O-line help. So I mean,
Like I said,
we're
if
in
we
a good.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying we're in a good spot to get both what we need in the first round.
Oh yeah. Even if we go 2 offensive linemen or O line and like you said a D end, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
And here we go with another Giants fan.
What up? What up?
What up, Danny? How you doing, man?
Good. What's going on? What's going on?
Not
What's up,
much.
Uncle Danny?
Danny, this is
What up,
Mike.
Ant?
Mike, this is Danny.
What's up,
Pleasure
man?
to meet you, Michael. How you
And
doing,
you
bud?
already know Ant. So let me go ahead and put you on the clock real quick. Coaching shuffle. What you got?
Well, I mean, I'm glad they brought in Dable. That's how you pronounce his name, Dable.
Dabo.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought him in for a second interview because I think they're gonna go with him because him and the new general manager have like a relationship. So
Yeah.
I guess that's where they're gonna go eventually. But like I said before, I wouldn't mind Flores because, like I said, he's from the area, and like I said before in your other show, Sneaky, he's from the area. He knows how to handle probably the media, maybe, New York. So
I didn't know all that issue that he had with Miami. I was surprised. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, he wasn't handling the media too well in Miami. So that's probably where the issue was that he got fired, and him and the general manager didn't get along. So that's probably cut. So I mean, but getting to Daniel Jones, I guess unfortunately we're gonna be with him next year. Because Michael,
Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Son.
Sneaky knows how I feel about DJ, but
All right.
I was just waiting. For it.
I guess we're gonna go back with him next year. But like I said, if we do go back with him next year, we have to sign a good backup. Somebody
I
that'll
agree with
challenge
you
Danny.
100% on that one.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we gotta sign somebody that'll challenge the man because he was just not challenged. He was just not into it. He was just not. Nobody basically gave him competition on that roster. Mike Glennon was trash.
Ugh.
What's the other kid's name? I forgot his name.
Fromm.
Jake from State Farm.
Jake Fromm from State Farm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was just like I said before, and you said Mariota would be good addition,
I like that.
and maybe I would even probably who's out there? Who's another good backup? Who's the backup from the Colts?
Brisket. Basket?
Brissett.
No.
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
No,
Maybe.
I don't
I
think
no,
about
no,
food all the
no,
time.
you
know what other-
It's the quarterback from Texas. He came out of college. What was his name? He was the backup because he was supposed to get the start, and then Wentz came back and he got back from COVID. What the hell's that kid's name?
I know you're talking
He's
about.
a rookie. He's a rookie out of Texas.
That we have him?
No, that
Oh.
the Colts
The
have. That was
Tex-
their backup. I think Best went somewhere else. Where the hell did he go? He went somewhere else. I don't think he's with the Colts
Brissett's on the
anymore.
Colts. Yeah,
Is
Brissett's
he?
on the Colts.
I'm gonna look that up. I thought he was gone.
But I think that the new GM is gonna probably let go of some high paid veterans for sure because he's gonna cut. I know he wants to free up some
We
money.
have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
we have a
okay.
choice.
So Brissett is in Miami.
Oh, he is
That's
in
what I
Miami.
thought.
Okay, I'll do
Ellinger.
correction.
Sam
Okay.
Ellinger.
See, Gabe in the
Yeah,
clutch. Look
Ellinger
at
was-
Gabe.
All
Look
right,
at Gabe
thank
in
you.
the
All right.
clutch. So Danny, it's always been a pleasure, bro. I'm so glad that you came on. I hope to see you Thursday.
For sure. Always a pleasure.
But this whole thing, hiding your camera. See, Mike, Danny, he's doing a disservice.
What's that?
He's normally the best dressed. and he's been skimming on us for the last couple weeks.
Sneaky's got a man.
All right,
crush.
you know what?
Look,
what I'm gonna do to you?
That's
You know what
my
I'm gonna do,
business,
Sneaky?
Ant. Don't
You know
be
what?
jealous. Don't
You
be
know what I'm gonna do,
jealous.
Sneaky? Just
What's
be
up?
prepared for my outfit on Thursday.
Hey, and see, and he knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking because
Just look out for my outfit on Thursday.
He's coming with the drip. See what
I
you
might,
started?
I might need an umbrella where I'm at now too. Now, watch yourself. Watch yourself. Talking all that mess.
I'm wearing a condom Thursday.
Oh my god!
Guys are killing me right now.
Shoot,
Oh
I
my
might
God.
have to whip out
Lord.
something too.
I ain't talking about whipping nothing out. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey,
It might be a little rainy inside. I might need a umbrella. I appreciate you, Danny. Hope to see you Thursday.
yeah, man.
And let me hear one time, man.
Hey, Michael, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Pleasure to meet you too, brother.
All right, and have a good night. Sneaky, have a good
All right,
night.
brother.
And let's go
Man.
Giants. Ow! Peace.
I appreciate you.
Later, brother.
Okay, so right now I just put the link out again, guys. If you want to jump on, all you got to do is click on the link. And I don't know why We Sportin' is asking, how do I join Sneaky? I know he's joking. I know he's joking. But listen, all you got to do, click on the link, and it's going to ask you to jump on, and that's it. You're into the backstage. There is room, I think. So now we're going to jump on to conference championships. This was a great weekend. I got to be honest. When the Rams was up, like 20 something to 3, I was
27-3.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that Brady was going to put a mass comeback. Now, I was shocked that they let Cooper Kupp open in the cut. And that being said, let's bring on Rams Talk.
2 plays.
There he is.
Yeah.
I want to tell you congratulations.
You live in LA?
Huh?
You live in LA?
I live like 30 minutes away from LA.
All right.
Yeah.
I live in Lakewood. I live in LA.
Oh, cool.
Now, Mike, if I'm not mistaken, are you going to the game?
Well, I told my brother to do this. I said, post your tickets for $1,500 each. If you sell them, you make like $4,000 in profit. If you don't sell them, we're going to the game.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
That's fair. And truth be told, so I got my tickets early. My Cowboy 49ers tickets. I got them extremely early. And I got them to the point where up to game time, they were like 3 times the value. I could have easily have bought my tickets next year and the a couple other tickets. But anyway, I went and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Did you? It looked like you enjoyed yourself.
I did. I had a blast.
Me too.
At the end of the game, I raised this, and it felt so good.
How many death threats did you get when you raised that?
It's not so much death threats, but apparently the Dallas Cowboy fan base, they're so worried about my weight for some reason.
That's okay.
That's all they got. They're like, lose weight. I'm like, okay, 27 years and counting.
Have they not seen a lot of the fans that are in their stands? Because they should be talking.
Apparently they have.
I mean, the only thing that comes out of Texas.
See, that's why you're my dog, Mike.
The only thing that comes out of Texas is I say it steers and
Anyway, and barbecue. We'll just say barbecue.
Oh yeah, barbecue.
This dude right here. So
don't tempt me with a good time. I'm calling you.
Right. Wait, what's your camping joke?
There's children here.
You're right. Yeah, we can't see that on this one.
I mean,
okay.
I can, but
Rams Talk, you are officially on the clock. First off, congratulations. I'm going to be honest, brother. Enjoy this moment. You are actually witnessing a conference championship game, since 97, more than the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying, more than the Dallas Cowboys. So go ahead, give me your thoughts on the game, and you got 2 minutes and some change. Go ahead.
We were up 27-3. So we had technically like a little party at my house to watch the game, right? When we're up 27-3, my dad's celebrating. I even told him, don't celebrate. We're playing Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, Brady comes back, And I would also like to say, my dad's friend was sitting right next to him, right? We're talking about Kupp, and he asked my dad, does Kupp have a fumbling problem? And I look at him and I said, you know what? I've never seen Kupp fumble. Next play, Kupp fumbles.
Oh,
and I'm just like, no.
No way.
And I was like, this is all my fault. And then Akers fumbles.
When Fournette scored that touchdown, what was the first thing that came through your mind?
Overtime.
Okay, that's fair. I was curious as to what Stafford was going to do.
See, in the back of my head, 43 seconds with Stafford can go either way. You've seen it with him on the Lions. And in the back, see, we tied the game, right? Or the Bucks tied the game. My dad is left. He does this thing that if the game is close, he'll just leave. He'll go in the car and just drive, right? So I'm texting him. I'm like, I'm sorry to tell you, either Stafford pulls Stafford magic or we're going to overtime. 43 seconds later, Kupp's having a big play downfield. And I saw the safety it was going to be double coverage. But for some reason, Devin White didn't blitz like he was supposed to.
Safety, I saw that.
Safety comes off Kupp, goes to Higbee. He's leaving Kupp wide open. And I'm just like, wow. That was blown coverage in the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, it was a good play.
And why would they blitz with that much time left?
Right.
But they want to put pressure on Stafford. They felt that was a weakness of Stafford.
But 37 seconds, I wouldn't have blitzed personally.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't have blitzed now either.
The tape on Stafford is this: he cracks under pressure. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like 9 out of 10 times, that's going into overtime.
Yeah.
The one time, he pulled off basically a Tom Brady, on Tom Brady
versus Tom Brady.
So I mean,
this is the first time you've seen your team in the conference championship, correct?
2018.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Oh my God, it was just a couple of years ago. You guys were in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when let me ask you, and I got to move on. Do you celebrate the fact that your team went to the Super Bowl?
Went to Super Bowl?
Yes.
I see it as an accomplishment, but I don't celebrate as much as I would if we won.
So you want the whole thing, right?
Of course.
I'm like you.
I'm with you. I think there's an exception to the rule with the conference championship too, and here's why. Because you're the best team of that whole conference. Obviously, the goal is the Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah.
But you are the top of your whole conference. You can pretty much look down and flip everybody off.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah. And I look at it, though, because the NFL only gives out 2 rings. You don't get a ring for winning your division. You get a ring for winning your conference, and you also get a ring for, of course, the Super Bowl. I mean, that's just a given.
Yeah.
And I think, for the most part, and I'm not saying that because, the Giants have 8 world championships. I'm just saying that the fact that when your team has such accomplishment as winning the conference, that's a big deal. And it should be celebrated. But sports talk, unfortunately, I do got to move on. Thank you so much.
Of course.
For joining.
Whose house?
Rams' house.
Hey, I hope to see you Thursday. I wonder who you're going for in the conference championship. I don't know. But until then,
tough choice.
Let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you.
So I just got these new snippets from Gabe, and I want to read them off real quick. It pertains to Brian Flores. So
okay.
Pat Leonard from New York Daily News is saying that sources say members of the Giants organization have contacted multiple members of the Miami Dolphins support staff and assistant coaches due to due diligence on Brian Flores as coaching search heats up. And they've received encouraging and glowing reviews in return. Giants aren't shy about acknowledging their meaningful work on Flores. They make calls on all candidates, but this homework on Flores, time and end in Miami, reflects a specifically thorough process on him, reinforces the New York Giants' serious interest, and indicates the feedback is positive.
Well, that's good.
That's from Pat Leonard of the New York Daily News.
Okay.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah. Hey, Gabe, in the clutch. So here we go. We Sporting. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm looking at just looking at free agency and mock draft stuff, the usual. At this point it's become an every year thing. Gotta look forward to something, am I right? I don't know why you're laughing. Y'all do the same thing I do. We're like besties.
No, I don't. I honestly don't look to the draft until after the Super Bowl.
You don't look at free agency at least?
No, I honestly don't. I don't. I mean, and that's just me. Everybody's different, and I mean, there's no way of doing one thing one way.
Well, when you have the 5th most cap in the NFL, I mean, a top 5 cap room. I mean, there's obviously I want to take a seat. We can throw some.
We don't have that.
Last year James Bradbury.
I just well, I mean, we had some, Gettleman opened up the pocketbook. Didn't work out.
Gettleman went to the club that night with all those free agents.
I mean, he was making it rain. He was making it rain, and it is what it is, and he is where he's at now. And now we have somebody else trying to clean it up. But I will say this though, I'm going to say this. Yeah, Gettleman put us in a state, but he did not put us in a position that what's the coach from Houston Texans? He screwed them royally.
Not really.
Yes, really.
The Texans?
Yes. O'Brien.
I mean,
Ken O'Brien.
Wait, are you? Bill. Oh, I thought you were talking about the coach that they had just now.
No. I'm talking about the one that.
Bill O'Brien has a brain of a peanut.
Yes.
I don't even understand how that dude is able to do anything in football. He traded DeAndre Hopkins and didn't even get a first out of it for David Johnson, who's more washed than the laundry I just did today. Literally, it was a horrible trade on both sides. I mean, he's a moron.
And he overpaid an offensive lineman that shouldn't have got.
Who? Laramie Tunsil?
I don't know. All I know is he overpaid a lineman that they brought on.
It probably was Laramie Tunsil, but Tunsil's not even a bad old lineman.
Yeah, we did with Nate. Yeah, with Nate. Yeah, but no, they really overpaid him.
Nate Solder, the Super Bowl winning right tackle. Let's throw him money like it's no tomorrow. Am I right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah. So, Nico, you are officially on the clock.
Okay. Well,
so what you got?
I don't know. What do you got? That's the question. Nobody ever asks you what you got, Sneaky. Let's ask. What do you got today?
Oh, I got a lot, and I'm living it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
That scared me. I'm not going to.
Nico the Spartan.
Huh?
I said Nico the Spartan, I see.
What?
Where? What are you talking about?
His name's Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you know it was a Spartan?
He's not Mike. He's not Greek. He's not Greek.
Not Greek?
Yeah,
oh, no. Dude, I get that so many times in public. Sometimes I just mess with people and say, no, I'm Chinese. I don't know. I like to just at that point, I just throw random things out there just to see what the kind of reaction I get, So your name is Michael. Oh, I'm going to so butcher your last name, but let me try it. I got it. Pilakonis?
No.
Damn it. What is it?
Playakonis.
I knew that. I was testing.
That's the movie company that I talked about in the beginning of the show.
Can we get Big Blue Ant from Friday night on here? That was freaking hilarious. I felt like I was watching Jay Leno. Come on, Ant. Let's see it.
The family's sleeping, bro.
And that gives you what excuse?
Dang, I feel like I missed out that day.
When you get married, you tell me what the excuse is.
I don't want to get married. Believe me.
Well, there you go.
I don't want to get married.
Smart man.
Oh my! Wait, Sneaky, can you clip that out? I got a whole girlfriend. She'll
damn,
watch
am I
this.
the only happily married man? I'm glad I'm married.
Wait, Ant, you're not married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Then why'd Sneaky say happily? Oh, was that like a joke?
Who said I wasn't happily married?
Sneaky said he was the only one that was married in here.
I said I'm happily. Well, yeah, because you had Ant talking about when you're married, you find out, and then you had Mike say something about marriage. I'm like, I'm glad I'm home.
No. Listen, I mean, he'll find out why he can't yell in the house while everybody's sleeping.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
I have to go to a whole different room to talk.
Listen.
Right.
Hold on. Have any one of you have ever seen the show How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's what Barney is my spirit animal. That's all I'm gonna say.
Barney's a coon hound.
What time? I gotta address this. Yes, Townicus, you are completely correct. Gettleman was trying to put a Band-Aid on a situation.
Sneaky, can I tell you something? For real? Like, for real. Listen, I vote, as a NFC East fan, we bring back Joe Judge. He was doing nothing wrong, Yeah, he was a special teams coach, and you know what? That's what makes him special. The next thing, Daniel Jones. Absolute phenomenal guy. I vote we keep him for 4 more years. I want to see 4 more years of Danny Dimes.
You can have him.
And no, it's fine. No. You guys seem to have.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
No, you
Who's
guys.
this kid's team?
Washington.
Well, the
Washington.
Oh, Jesus.
The
Yeah.
Commanders.
Washington Caucasians. No, it's the Caucasians.
The Commanders.
Commanders.
It's the
What the fuck?
Caucasians.
You racist.
Oh, I'm not racist. How dare you?
Leave us Caucasians alone.
And that's what our football team's called, the Washington Caucasians.
I'm actually Italian. So.
Oh, sense Nico being on the ball, like an 8-ball. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be. I'm just saying. I don't know. Nico, are you okay? Are you?
I wish. Listen, I literally wish, Raphael, because you know what? I wish.
Oh God.
Sneaky, are you drunk right now or what?
I am high off life right now.
Oh, look
like I
at
always
you. You know what,
You know.
Sneaky? Good for you, man. You deserve it. You've been getting so much hate on TikTok for no freaking reason.
You have, man. Jesus.
Well, I have because I spit hot fire. I spit hot fire.
Yeah, you spit that 8-ring
spit
championship
that-
fire. Yes,
I mean,
you do.
And you know the beauty of it, Nico?
Yeah,
Nobody has yet to prove me wrong.
Oh, and that's the best thing. You know what? I'm going to set you up with a Packer fan of mine that you can talk to him so somebody can own you in an argument. How does that sound?
He won't do it either.
He has 13. What can I say to that?
Exactly.
Not a damn thing. So,
man.
see, I mean, it's so interesting because like I'm waiting for someone to challenge me on that. I even got my popcorn ready.
You know, Sneaky, I really would, and I would love to sit here, but I have a damn timer, so I'll wait till the second part of the show. Usually you have 2, right?
I don't know if I'm going to do a second half this go because.
Oh, come on! I was saving all the. I was being
to be fair, and I do want to make an announcement. For the last 2 weeks, last week and now this week, we the whole family has been battling COVID. So.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I just got done with that.
It's kind of my turn this week.
Let me tell you this. I came on here to be nice, and then for the second part, I was going to put up my act, okay? I had a whole act set for the second show, so if you have a second show, I have a whole act ready. Like, I'm telling you, I have a whole act.
Wait, so this wasn't an act?
This was an act of beauty. Oh, this is a Roku TV Wii Sporting special. What do you mean? I'm a family-friendly guy.
See, kids, this is why we say no to drugs.
Oh my God!
Me and David Gettleman got something in common. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're both high as fuck.
Well, Nico, I do got to let you go. I do appreciate you coming on, and maybe Thursday we can do the second act.
Oh, boo! Okay.
Yeah. So let me hear it one time.
Can I say it in Spanish?
No.
What? Oh, that is offensive. Let's go. New York Football Giants out.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
That is an interesting character right there. That's all I have to say.
Character is a key word.
Let me ask you something. Is that guy? I want to see that guy's face to see what that kid looks like.
He don't want to show his face anymore because his nickname for us is Wee Balding. And I think he's like 26 years old.
Oh my God. That is right. I forgot about that.
Although he does pull some pretty good looking chicks.
Yeah.
He's not a bad looking dude. I'm just saying, Propecia, some, haircut.
Anyway, I'm going on with my life. Chasing rings.
You let him on before. I was here way before Nico. I know this for a fact.
Wow.
He's 19.
Yeah, we were trying to get rid of the riffraff. Calm down.
That makes sense. But he's 19. He's not 25.
He's 19?
Yeah, he's 19.
I tried helping you, Nico. Dylan just killed you. Sorry.
Dude.
Anyway, Dylan, he is he also could play Madden pretty good. He won a Madden tournament and then made it into he won the conference championship in the Sneaky Blue Bowl.
Yeah.
What conference you were in? The Ant.
Yeah, I was
the Big
in
Blue
Ants.
Ant conference, right?
Yeah. I lost in the finals.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you made it to 2 finals, 1-1. That's not a bad record. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you want to win them all, but thus your name, Chasing Rings. See what I did there?
Yeah.
And you know what? It's been a while. How's Houston treating you?
It's all right. I did go to the Texans-Titans game in Week 18. That was my first time actually in Houston, so that was my first time there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't been on here in like long time, actually. It's been a minute.
Almost. Is it over a year or almost a year?
Since I've been on here?
No. In Houston.
Oh, since I've been in Houston. I moved here in August, so not like half a year.
Yeah, because I know you were in Houston when you were playing in the tournament. So in our tournament.
Well, like the half, because I played in the. I only played the finals in Houston. Remember, I was trying to get set because I was. I was like in between the conference championship and the finals. I was really moving to Houston. So yeah.
That is facts. So now you are officially on the clock. What do you got?
All right. So I don't want to talk about the Titans because we lost to the Bengals. So, but the Giants is actually interesting. So I've had opinions on the Giants here. First off, I do think you guys are going to hire Dable because didn't you guys hire the Bills assistant GM?
Yes.
Correct.
But I'm really close with a Bills fan. He hates Dable, but he does think they're going to keep Ken Dorsey and upgrade him to OC. So we'll see how that works. That's just what he thinks. Because apparently Josh Allen credits Ken Dorsey for his improvement, not Dable. He also hates Dable anyway, so it's kind of a mixed bag.
That's all right. Daniel Jones will be thanking him after this year, so thanks.
Who?
Ken Dorsey.
Oh, okay.
Well, Ken Dorsey, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, Ken Dorsey's also linked to Miami right now. They're willing to throw the bank at him as well.
Yeah, and apparently Leftwich, the Bucks OC, is almost confirmed to go to Jacksonville. So that's interesting.
Yeah, Byron Leftwich, I saw that.
Yeah. But
as a head coach?
Yeah.
Which would be great for Tennessee. I love Byron Leftwich. Anyway, what I do think is interesting is what you said earlier about how you wouldn't want to trade your future for Deshaun Watson, right? So if you get Brian Flores, I do think you probably end up with Watson. But the reason I think it would be smart to get Watson is because we can all agree when Watson's on the field, he's probably a top 5 quarterback, right?
Right.
When he's on the field, right? No cases, right? And he's a generational type quarterback. He's young, all that, right?
Right.
But he's also been out of the game for 2 years now, so.
Yeah, but he's in his 20s. I think he's fine. So how much of a chance do you have to draft a generational player with a first-round pick?
Say that again.
In this day and age.
So like, okay, so you probably have to give up like 2 first-round picks, right, to get Deshaun Watson, right?
I think it would have to be 2 first-round picks and some commodity too.
Oh yeah.
How likelihood do you think that one of those or both those first-round picks end up in a generational talent at quarterback or any position like Deshaun Watson?
Well, hold on.
So first of all,
hold on. We don't have an offensive line.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if we get Watson and we give up our future. We just screwed ourselves for another 5 years.
But Deshaun Watson did perform in Houston with probably maybe a worse O-line.
It's highly
debated. He's just like you guys though. He had a left tackle and nothing else.
Yeah, but he also had a really good defense backing him up as well.
And he had D Hopkins. And what running back did he have? What running back did he have?
I'm talking about the last time he played. The last time he played.
Johnson.
The last time he played, he had a shitty season.
Well, no, he had 5,000. He led the league in passing yards, and
he threw for 33. He threw for 33 touchdown passes.
He had 5,000 passing yards. He had 5,000 passing yards, and his receivers who was his number one receiver? Brandon Cooks. And then dropped. He had Randall Cobb, and that was with David Johnson. His O-line was horrible, and he had a bottom 3 defense. I think his defense had like six takeaways on the year. So, like, if he can perform in that, could he not perform in New York?
I gotta say, so his last season with the Houston Texans, that's when he had the 33 touchdown passes and the 7 interceptions, right?
I think so. I'll check. I think he had 5,000 passing yards. That is what I know.
Where's the Google stats?
But I got it. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick myself. And unfortunately, I may have to pause real quick before we move on because.
My other thing is this: there's so many good quarterbacks coming out in the next couple of years that we can afford to pass on Deshaun. I mean, you have a lot of talent coming out in the next 2 drafts of quarterbacks.
Yeah, so last year he had 4,800 yards passing, 33 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, to 7 interceptions. That was the stats. He had a 70% completion rate behind a future offensive line.
And he had a QBR of 112.4. Thank you, Carson.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Carson.
But
okay,
my whole
so
point is
2020.
that, go ahead.
He went
I see what you're
4-12.
saying. I mean, it makes sense. But the other thing is too, and this is what people tend to forget. It's about the scheme. It's about would he fit in with whatever the Giants are doing, because he's a specific type of QB, and he might not fit in well with what the Giants are doing as opposed to what he did with the Texans.
That's true, but assuming you guys hired the Bills' offensive coordinator, it's kind of, I mean, not similar schemes, but I imagine it'd be similar with Deshaun Watson to Josh Allen.
And,
right?
and
I mean,
another
going
thing,
from Josh Allen to another what?
He comes with a very big price tag.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, but I think every generational quarterback comes with a very
That's why I
but
said, if we can get him and he comes off of a suspension, we'll have negotiating chip on our in our favor. And would I give up one first round pick for him? I would, because again, he is that type of commodity. I'd give up one first round pick, but nothing else.
Yeah.
But I also think there's other teams that if they go, well, maybe we'll give you our first pick this year and next year. So I mean, I really don't think.
Look.
I just don't see it happening.
No, we need to address. I mean, I hear what you're saying about a generational quarterback, a generational talent, but are we at what need are we at the Giants? It can be arguably saying that we need a quarterback because everybody's opinion of Daniel Jones, but in reality, I'm telling you, if Daniel Jones get a decent offensive line, I'm very confident that he's going to be able to put the numbers the expectation I have on him. Look, he needs protection. The lookout blocks that Nate Soldiers has been throwing, they're not working. You know what a lookout block is, right? When the DB passes Nate Soldier, he yells out, "Look out!" Yeah, they're not working. Once we can solidify the offensive line and also solidify the defensive line, because Leonard Williams, he needs his Robin. He needs his Robin or Batman or whatever, Leonard needs.
He's definitely a Robin.
Well, I mean, he has been double teamed a lot this year. Taunicus, we don't know this. Taunicus says Sneaky, he is not an NFL starting quarterback. It is what it is. How do you know? He's been throwing the ball on his back, and he's making plays.
Well, I mean, his receivers. He has had no receivers healthy all year.
Here's the key thing:
we haven't had a healthy receiving core in 2-3 years.
Well, the
Giants have been the most injured team in the last 5 years.
Well, and again, you're right. Barkley's been hurt. Kadarius has been hurt. Galladay. I mean,
Shepard's always hurt.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think DJ's ceiling is? That's because this is his last year and his contract. So what's his say his O-line?
I don't even.
A good example of quarterbacks. A good example of NFL players in general. When you interview a lot of NFL players coming off their second or third year, one of the things that I always hear in interviews when they're following these guys around is what happens is after the second year going into the third year is the game starts to slow down. When you're constantly running for your life, trying to get the ball downfield because you don't want to get hurt or you don't want to lose yards, you're trying to make a play, which is what Eli did a lot, which is why he threw a lot of picks. The game doesn't slow down for you. So now you're talking about a kid who came out of college. And again, I don't care what any Giants fan tells you. The biggest reason that Daniel Jones is hated by Giants fans is solely because he was taken with the number 6 overall pick. Had he have gone late in the first round or even in the second round, I don't think he'd be getting as much hate as he is. And again, that's another thing that's not his fault. So in other words, the game hasn't slowed down for him. He's been in the league 3 years. He's going in on his 4th year with his 3rd set of coaches, his 2nd GM. It's hard for the kid, man. And people got to understand, you can't expect him to become a decent quarterback with the stuff he's going.
With all that turnover, there is no stability whatsoever.
Well, I will add.
Hold on one sec. Jason Reigns, before you go on, this is your last question, and unfortunately, we got to move on. What do you got?
So what I was going to say is that obviously there's a glaring thing here when I'm going to bring up this guy and his weapons, right? But what's the difference between Joe Burrow and Daniel Jones? Joe Burrow may have a worse O-line than Daniel Jones.
But Joe Burrow has like weapons. That's what
I'm saying.
running backs.
You can say
weapons,
if Daniel Jones has Burrow's weapons, does he perform?
I can definitely speak on this. Joe Burrow has his number one guy, Chase. That's the receiver he had when he won his national championship. And I'm speaking from experience. When you got your number one guy on that field, you feel invincible. Now, granted, he's not getting the ball every play, but I'm just telling you, the confidence level spikes up. Yeah, the offensive line in the Cincinnati Bengals is poor, but it's better than the Giants.
And again, I'm going to say it again till I'm blue in the face, pun intended. The fact of the matter is, Joe Burrow is in his second year with the same coaches, the same scheme, the same offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like Daniel Jones has none of that consistency, none of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying I don't think we've seen his potential. We haven't given him a chance to.
Dylan, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I hope to see you on Thursday. So we could dive into this more. I would love to entertain this a little more. But until then, let me hear it one time.
Well, let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you.
See you, brother.
Broad Sports. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Not much.
Hey, thanks for that snippet about Ajabo. I didn't know that's how he was entering.
Yeah, he's entering in as edge rusher.
Okay, I'll take him.
So just so you know, Mike, Broad, Mike, I'm sorry, Broad is a, well, there you go.
Shit.
There you go.
He's an Eagles fan. Well, I should have known the Villanova hat, too.
Yeah. Well, I just watched my guys kick the crap out of DePaul, and Joel Embiid's on a hot streak. Dropped another 40-piece tonight, 42 points against the Pelicans. So,
and you are on the clock. What you got?
Not much, man. I'm surprised you didn't see my TikTok earlier, where I did a green screen video of Young K's video of the two of you going back and forth.
Oh, I think
We're
did.
all division rivals. We're all gonna do it to each other, bro.
Let's say it together. Ready?
It's one to this extent between you two.
Broad, let's say it together on three. 1, 2, 3. Who cares?
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Exactly.
Still, nobody has proved me wrong. Nobody has yet to prove me wrong. Still,
but still, we're all division rivals. We're all gonna say it. Eagles fans are going to say what to Washington fans that Taylor Heineke sucks. Giants fans are going to tell Eagles fans that Jalen Hurts sucks. Washington fans are going to tell Cowboys fans that Dak is overrated and he sucks. Cowboys fans are going to tell Giants fans that Daniel Jones sucks. We're all going to say it to each other.
I got to say this, that earlier today, I was really busy today, kind of holding the fort down. So I believe it or not, I only did one TikTok. And I think this is the first time I've ever done one TikTok in my whole life. Since the invention of TikTok.
You in that video too, so I'm surprised you didn't say it.
I'll check it out. And I did go through my mentions.
Videos of you.
Huh?
I said, whenever I open up my TikTok, all I see is videos of
you. Right?
Thank God he took a break today. My phone saved some battery today.
So I did another TikTok because someone was like, "You said we got 8 Super Bowls. You said Giants got 8 Super Bowls," and a laughing emoji. I never said that. So then I posted that. Well, hold on, Broad.
It's a lost cause to respond.
Broad, hold on one second. Broad, hold on.
People are going to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, I know. Hold on one second. So the point I'm bringing this up is, so I made the post, and a Cowboys fan answered. He's like, "Are we still talking about this?" Oh no, he didn't say that. He said, "When will this argument be over?" And I replied to him. I said, "I don't know. I don't." The thing is I speak hot facts, fire, bottom line. And it is undisputable. What? I'm waiting for that. If that thumb goes down, you know you're
no, wrong. I'm just keeping it in the middle.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Sometimes you're a little iffy.
How so? Oh, please.
I'm with them. 17-0.
Well, come on. That's just talk. But am I going to put money on that?
No.
And again, Townicus, this is for you. A smart man will tell you a tomato is a fruit, but a wise man will tell you not to put a tomato in a fruit cocktail.
And a hungry man will say, just put it on some bread with some mayonnaise.
Oh, I'll even do a little avocado. I'm sorry, I'm an avocado.
I don't like avocado.
Yeah, I like avocado.
I don't like avocado.
Just put it on my Euro.
Oh, you know what avocado? Do you actually know what the word avocado translates into?
What?
Testicle.
Really?
It's like, I think, ancient Aztec for testicle.
My testicles ain't that big. Thank God.
And mine ain't green. I mean, that you got to go to the doctor.
It's probably due to the shape.
Here's Donegan. Donegan says, Sneaky, you know I hate it when you well, that's why I dedicated it to you, Tony.
Here's the saying that you should adopt for when you look at all the trolls and this and that on TikTok. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That's facts. That's facts.
True story.
And unfortunately, Broad will have to.
Yeah, that's right. I said water, not water.
It is water.
It's water.
I appreciate you coming on. I hope to see you Thursday, and let me hear it one time, man.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. Go Birds. Go Cats. And let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you
playing that for all your Philly fans.
No, that's one thing and I'll tell you, that's the one thing I don't do. Like when they say it, I don't hold it against
Mike.
anybody.
I live here. I'm 30 minutes from Philly.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Yeah, I know. I enjoy it.
I got to say this. One of my favorite Carolina Panthers fan. I never thought I would say this, but
my good luck charm.
Yes, sir. Carolina Carson. How you doing, man? What's going on, man?
Carolina Panthers fans, like many of them.
Right. The only Carolina Panther fan that
Yeah, right.
Is there like only 2 fans?
Actually, I do know another person. I do know one other. Well, no, Raphael. So I do know 3.
Who's the other one?
Raphael. El Capitan.
I thought you said 3.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Jesus, this thing.
Yeah, I know all 2 Carolina fans too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
There's been another one right now.
Yeah. How about that Ben McAdoo signing, huh?
We'll see how it goes.
I'm telling you, he's a good offensive coordinator. Ask the Packers.
I'm not saying he's not.
He's good, man. You'll be all right.
Just bang on that drum, baby. Just bang on that drum.
That's it.
We'll see.
So you guys can hear me okay?
I'm more excited that Sean Payton's not going to be in the NFC South no more.
I got you, Sneaky.
All right, good. I'm trying to fix this thing. This mic, I'm having issues. It's just...
You need to get in touch with Jacob and get your old mic back.
Browns by Jacob. Yeah, send it back right now. No.
We'll send you this one.
Right.
I wonder who the Saints are going to get for a coach now. That's going to be interesting.
Taysom Hill. He does everything else.
I don't know if they promote from within, but we'll see. I mean, we'll definitely see.
Well, somebody, was it you, Carson, that sent me something that a couple guys just got fired?
From the Saints?
No. From oh, shit. Let me look it up.
From Carolina.
Was it Carolina? Hold on, I'll tell you.
If we fired somebody, I didn't know about
it. Hold on.
I might not just check my updates.
Shit, it was Jim Haslett and somebody else.
Well, wasn't he the offensive coordinator?
From Tennessee.
Okay.
It was Jim Haslett and Matt Edwards, the linebackers coach and the assistant special teams coach, were fired today.
So, Carson, I got to put you on the clock. What you got, man? You got 3 minutes. What do you got?
Sean Payton not going to be a thorn in the Panthers side ever again. Thank Jesus. We might actually have a chance next year. I really don't know who we're going to pick up in the draft because we need we don't need a bunch of stuff. We need to go heavy on the O-line and we need a quarterback. But I swear to God, if Matt Rule drafts a freaking defensive end, I'm going to jump through that screen and kill him.
I've never heard anger coming out of Carson's mouth until now.
I'm going to draft all kickers.
And that's as mellow as it gets, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's like, I'm going to put eyes He said, I ain't gonna put ice in your iced tea when I see you, Matt Rule.
I've seen you reading my comment. And this went from NFC East to tomato reference to testicles to a horse.
You saw me reading it.
But I don't know. Maybe Matt Corral, maybe Sam Howell. I like Sam Howell, but I'm a biased UNC fan.
Well,
I don't really know a bunch of great offensive linemen other than Evan Neal.
So you're done with the quarterback that you got from the Jets.
Well, they've said it's almost 100% that he's not going to be there next year.
Really?
But they gave up a lot in the draft for him, though.
No, they only gave up 2 picks.
Yeah, they didn't give up anything for him.
What was a 2 and a number 3, right?
2 and a 6.
Oh, 2 and a 6.
Yeah.
And what about Cam? Is he done?
More than likely.
Cam's been done since he lost the Super Bowl, my friend.
Yeah, it was kind of a downward spiral. Really,
he didn't look bad in 2017, but since 2017, he's been awful.
And
yeah.
So you guys are in the South. Do you think that you'll be competing for the division next year? At least maybe a playoff spot?
No.
No.
As long as Tom Brady's in that division, we ain't winning it.
I think he's gone, man.
This year? You think he's going to go out on a loss?
You know what?
I think so.
I cannot believe we've been in this show an hour and 31 minutes and we haven't talked about that. I wouldn't be surprised if he was gone, but I just don't see him leaving like that.
He has nothing left to prove, man.
You're right. He has nothing to prove.
I'm sorry. I don't think they're going to be able to compete. That defense is. Look what the defense carried them last year, and they couldn't do the job this year. So I don't know, man. And from what I've been reading, like his wife is getting into his ear, like you need to end this thing. You got to come home. Time to be a dad.
Listen to your wife.
Yeah, you've won enough. Retire, jackass.
Yeah,
exactly.
Actually, I'm sorry, I can't say that. I'm a Michigan fan, and Tom's a Michigan boy. Get some more, Tom. I'm with you. Just let the Giants beat you a couple more times.
Isn't Tennessee in your guys' division? Isn't Tennessee in your guys' division too as well?
No, that's AFC.
No, it's AFC South.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Our division's Falcons, Saints, Panthers, Bucks.
So the timer did go off. Let me get a quick final thought on you, Carson. What you got?
I might want Deshaun, and I'm willing to give up Christian McCaffrey.
Wow, for Deshaun?
Yeah. We don't need McCaffrey.
Dang.
So is he more? Do you consider him more of a liability than anything else? Okay.
Yes. I mean, he's played 7 games in 2 years. We have Chuba Hubbard from Oklahoma State. I think he went to Oklahoma. I might be wrong about that. But he's a great running back. He played every single game this year other than one. He had almost 700 rushing yards, which is good. Being half the games he played, half the snaps. He just needs to learn how to catch the ball. I mean, he's doing a good job of improving on catching, but I think if we just improve that O-line and get Deshaun in here, we can really run this division.
Wow. I mean, you do have the receivers.
Tom Brady retires. Yeah.
You do have the receivers.
Exactly. I mean, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Deshaun Watson. That's deadly right there.
God, then that just, man, the rise and fall of the running back position.
Oh, it's done.
I mean, last year it almost happened to where only 2 running backs were picked in the first round. I'm really curious on how that's going to play out this year. Carson, how's Mama doing?
She's doing all right. Work is kind of stressing her out, but she's doing all right.
Okay, well, that's good. So she's back at work doing her thing?
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
But I got this. Okay. I bought her this massage gun that massages her lower back. Oh my gosh, she loves it.
We're gonna end it right there. We're gonna end
great
it right
way, there. Great way.
Let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you, man. See you Thursday. Yeah, I wasn't gonna touch that. I was not.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I saw Ant.
Yeah.
I mean, the smoke was just billowing.
It's like you set it up and you just spike it
I had
down.
to look at the screen to realize who said it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going. Not going there."
So let's go ahead and bring on our first Dallas Cowboy fan.
Finally.
Yes, sir.
Non-biased Cowboys fan. By the way.
Non-biased.
Yes, non-biased.
Non-biased.
Oh, okay.
Also,
They
Privet
exist?
Yux Prave.
What's that?
Privet Yux Prave.
The hell's that?
Ukrainian.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It means hello, how are you?
Gotcha.
Very
Yep,
well.
that's right. He is
Okay,
bilingual.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn Ukrainian better now, so hopefully.
All I know is da.
That's German.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was French.
German.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't remember hearing my mom saying that word ever, but okay. Anyways,
wow, that was a fail on my. Thanks, Dash.
you get an F, buddy.
Just go in a shower with my clothes on and sing Kumbaya and rethink my life now. I thought I was bilingual. Jesus, I don't. No, I'm just kidding. So, Dash, hold on a second. Let me. You are officially on the clock. What you got?
Again, I don't know what we're gonna do in the off season, but I do want to talk about what Des Bryant said. I don't know if you saw his tweet and all that, but I'll read what he said. So he said, Amari Cooper is far from the problem in Dallas, so let's get that straight. If you really want to keep it a buck, Dak needs to call up Romo and talk about how to read defense so he can understand the D weakness on how to utilize his weapons in certain situations. If you know football, you know I'm not bashing. It's too much talent in Dallas for them not to be playing yesterday or today. Then he started to reply to a person saying, I would have liked to win a Super Bowl with Romo on the field, but I'm confident as ever if Romo was the offense coordinator for the Dallas, then with the defense they have, Dak will win the Super Bowl for the Cowboys. And I put in my comments of my thoughts, and if it ever loads, that'd be great. It's TikTok is... There we go. So I said, just want to also say that Dak is a great quarterback. He knows how to read defense, and he showed that at the start of the season, but near the end and in the playoffs, he did not show it. And of course, you guys know Tony Romo is amazing at what play is going to happen next each play, as how much I want to see Romo being an offense coordinator for the Cowboys and helping Dak. I think Romo is better at being a commentator. But I think it is a great idea for Romo to help Dak read defense during the offseason. If Dak ever does this, I think Dak would improve a lot. So
I mean, listen, I like Dak. I do. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if it was play calling. I don't know if it was him. That whole game, to me, wasn't Dak like. It almost looked like he was lost. Like they were throwing in some new plays that he hadn't studied. You know, it was almost like he was on a what do they call it? Like a pop quiz. Like he didn't see it coming, and because that's what he looked like. He looked like a deer in headlights throughout most of that game. It was ridiculous. He did not look like the Dak that, well, you guys have all known come to know and love that I like to watch as an outsider, as a football fan. Because again, I think Dak's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. I've said it a few times. I just think it was weird. It was weird watching that game.
Yeah, I'm like.
And also, I think the offensive line is breaking down finally for them, and
yeah, they're
he's not
starting
getting
to
that
catch
protection
their
he was
age.
getting before. Yeah,
I mean, like
just catch up.
Tyron Smith is not holding on that much anymore. I think he's soon to retire in one more year, probably.
Yeah, Zach Martin's always getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're falling apart over there.
Dak needs a protection to be successful. We've seen it since day one.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have protection, he can't pick up he can't read the defense fast enough. He can't make that quick decision. That's just not his forte. He needs to scan the field, see what's around him, and then make his play. If he doesn't have that time, he doesn't have that capacity to keep to move around fast.
Yeah, and those games that we lost but won barely, he did great, but he didn't have that protection. He kept on being rushed at, and I think that's because of the offensive line.
See, one of the big
offensive
differences
lineman.
with the Cowboys that I saw this year is Pollard was put in a lot more. I think it took a lot away from Zeke. I think Zeke could have had a better year too, which I think in turn would have helped Dak.
Well,
But the
Zeke
Pollard,
was hurt.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Zeke was hurt
Zeke
at
was
week
hurt
4.
since week 4.
Yeah, but Zeke also, he's not the same anymore. He doesn't have that explosiveness. Like he used to
Yeah.
slow to that line.
And I was watching his rookie highlights, and he did so much of an outside run that I barely see outside runs anymore.
Yeah.
Dash.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming on.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I do have to move on.
He's one of the nicest Dallas fans I've ever talked to. Actually,
Yeah,
to a Dallas fan. Holy
Dash
shit.
Dash is he's one of the good ones. He is
Road to
one of the
1K.
good ones.
You guys are like, there's very few of you out there. It was nice to meet another one.
Let me hear one time, man.
Can I say one in Ukrainian and one in English?
If you're gonna say 1 and 1, yeah, go ahead.
Oh yes. Me.
Although it's kind of showing off, though. But okay,
yeah, go for it.
Hodimo Hehante. Ow! And then now in English, let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you.
I like that.
Fortunately, Dash and I, we had a conversation yesterday about Romo, taking over as, like, say, offensive coordinator or whatever. Wouldn't that'd be dangerous, like, especially the way that he's calling the plays now.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's legitimately.
All right. So as much as I love Tony Romo, you got to consider what he's looking at. So now he's up in the stands.
Right.
He can see down
where he would be as an OC.
Right. But what I'm saying is it's easy for him to call the play when he knows the scheme. So he's looking at what he knows. He's not calling it. He's calling the play that's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a bit of a difference between being an OC and creating the play that's coming up next and calling what you see.
And you got he's interviewing all these guys prior to the game, so like he's getting all the inside tips.
Okay.
So I mean, he's got an inside track on what's going on before the game even starts. So
I'm going to say this: when I was at the Giants game, when the Giants came into town, and played against Dallas, and I saw that they had a single high. They were playing, just one safety deep, and man on the corners, and you had Bradbury on CeeDee Lamb. I told Nick right away he's going to go to CeeDee Lamb, right off the bat.
He disappeared at the end of the year. That guy.
Who, Bradbury?
No,
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, and I wonder whose fault that was. Yeah. Caleb, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Well, yo.
Niners fan, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You are officially on the clock. What you got, man?
And I just want to say, we did it. You didn't have faith in us. We did it.
Well, it's not that I didn't have faith. I had to root for my mom's team. Sorry. No hate. One of my best friends is a Niners fan, and that's who I'm rooting for the rest of the way. Now, I may be the bad luck charm here, so if you guys lose this weekend, you can blame it on me.
Somebody said that we paid the refs to beat the Cowboys.
They always say that when they lose. Everybody says that when they lose.
More like you paid the punter. That's who had the block punt.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the game changer.
They said we paid the refs to beat the Cowboys.
Oh, paid the refs to beat the Cowboys.
That's impossible because the Cowboys were lining in the refs' pockets with all the bad calls they were calling.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Dak's fault. He should have gave the ball to the ref.
Yeah, right.
That's one of them. Yes.
Why would you run it with like 15 seconds left?
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Did you?
So we're gonna deviate, and I don't mean to take too much of your time, but I got to say this. Do you know how much hate I got from the Dallas Cowboys? They had the nerve, the balls, the cojones, the huevos, the nalgas. I hope I hit all of them. These nuts.
Got them.
They said, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. And they're like, imagine spending your hard-earned money going to a team when your team's 4-13. Yeah, I imagined it.
It was fun watching them lose.
When them boys, all that whole stadium was leaving, midway through the fourth quarter, it was a beautiful sight to see.
I'd have walked out there singing, "Y'all them boys."
You know what? I'm gonna do it again. I enjoyed holding this sign after the game.
It was the coach's fault. He decided to run it.
I did send that to Stephen A. Smith, by the way.
Oh yeah, he probably. I mean, we'll see.
He probably got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah. You know what? And the thing is, I'm gonna say this again. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I can't. What's the?
You love Tiki Barber? We know.
Yeah. No. Oh, we need to talk about that too. Oh my God, I can't believe we didn't bring that up.
You like Tiki Barber?
I don't like Tiki Barber.
Even after the example he gave, how could you still hate him?
I didn't hear the last question. Don't change the subject. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
I heard it.
I thought we were talking about the 49ers. We're all over the map here, dude.
Can you send it to me, Ant?
Mike's got it.
Who?
TMGF.
Oh, Mike. Yeah.
He's got the whole interview.
Oh, no shit. Okay, I need to get that from him. So
Who
now
do you
back
hate more? Who do you hate more, the Cowboys or Tiki?
That's a weird question because I hate the Cowboys more.
Yeah.
That's a weird question because see the thing is I don't like Tiki from what he did in house. Okay. And I'll be damned if someone else talks about Tiki that's not a Giants fan. I'm like, no, you don't do that. That's not you. Okay, that's us. Don't take that away from us. But I just want to set the I can't believe, and you know what? It's so foul that's their go-to. You spent $1,000 on, you spent $2,000 on, you spent $3,000. Look, what I could spend $5. And to be fair, the $3,000 that was just in Nick eating all them damn hot dogs.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Dash, I'm not personal friends with him. Clowning. All right, so when I used to go on Twitter as much as I do, I would put up clowning on the Cowboys, and he friended me the one time, and I don't give him a reason to like unfriend me on Twitter. So when I send him stuff and write stuff about the Cowboys, I usually send it through Twitter.
So Caleb, can you please come on Thursday night?
Yeah.
I need your predictions.
I do want to say something real quick, though.
Oh, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Well, two things, actually. First, there's this person in the private chat named 49ers are frauds.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
He said Rams own us.
The Rams haven't beaten you guys in, 4 years now?
Yeah. Since 19, they haven't beat us.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Like, normally when they would come on, you would see them.
Yeah, it says Niners are frauds. And it says Rams own you guys. Not.
Yeah, it's like you would think you would see him on the whatever. I mean, we'll find out. I mean, that's the beauty of it. We'll find out on Sunday.
I just I hope the 49ers are healthy. That's my only concern. I want to see a healthy 49ers. They're beat up right now, those guys.
It's probably Kurtz, is what they said.
Whatever.
Possibly.
Second thing is, Lambeau was cold, bro.
Oh my God.
That's right, you went.
I you know what? Yeah, they said what was it? It was like 0.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it was a whole blizzard out there, bro.
Say again?
Yeah.
It was a whole blizzard.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I won't be there. I'll be in Seattle.
Listen, when Tom Coughlin went to Green Bay that last year,
I'm going to the Seattle game. Yes, sir.
I might meet you there.
Okay. Yo, we got to go to the crab pot. Oh my God.
I'm thinking.
My teriyaki spot. I'm gonna take you to my teriyaki spot in Seattle.
I'll take you to my sushi spot.
Yeah,
go ahead, man. What's up? I'm sorry.
Before I head out, let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking about going to the NFC Championship this weekend.
Do it.
2 tickets. I got 3 tickets. You got $1,500 a ticket.
I already got tickets, bro. Well, I'm about to get tickets.
Okay.
I would go. I mean, I'm sorry.
My brother's got 3 tickets for sale right now.
It wouldn't even be a thought. I mean, shit. How am I going to go? Well, plus I live like 30 minutes from AT&T. But I mean, if the Giants were the NFC Championship game in LA, deuces. I'll see y'all Monday with no voice.
It's a beautiful stadium, let me tell you.
Caleb, I appreciate you, man. Hey, good luck this week. Enjoy this week. And let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Niners.
Yeah, no. Always one.
Bang, bang, Niner gang bang.
Yeah, no.
Let's go Cowboys.
Now, you know damn well you messed up. Now you got to say it twice.
Yeah, I think it hurt him saying that.
Let's go Eagles.
Okay, now you got to say it 3 times.
Let's go football team.
No, now you got to say it 4 times.
Wait, which football team?
Right.
Let's go Giants.
Ow. Okay, that's 1.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
That's 2. 2 more times.
Oh God, can't do this, bro.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Yeah, let's do it real quick.
Ow.
Okay, that's 3.
One more.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you.
There it is.
There we go. See, now I got the thumbs up from McNugget. I'm not look. I ain't gonna be on the muscles bad list. So
she might go to sleep. Tell her to relax.
We might do another.
She might fall asleep.
I'm gonna do the second.
Ain't that right? Knocked out McNugget.
Let's hold on a second here. Oh, somebody fell off. Dang it! Why did he?
And that's in the past.
Chuck, what's up, man?
Chuckles.
Yeah, how you
my
doing,
bad.
Sneaky?
Man, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Always good. Always good to see the podcast going.
I got it. It's going great, man. And I gotta say, you are the only Chargers fan. The only Chargers fan on here that I've seen as of yet.
You got to represent, man.
I don't know what the deal is, so I got mad respect for you, bro.
Yeah, team none of us hate.
Right.
Hey, that was my backup team this year. I got season tickets to them this year.
There you go.
You did?
Yeah, I live in Los Angeles.
Sorry about that. We didn't come up the way we wanted to. But
listen, the only reason I bought the season tickets is because the Giants were on the schedule, and I wanted to go to the Giants game. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy season tickets. I'm gonna sell the rest of them, and it's gonna pay for my ticket to go to the Giants game."
There you go.
I like that.
Actually, I made good money this year off those tickets.
Well, yeah, they were doing good. They almost
they're still moving in the right direction now, so you can't,
No, they're moving it. Listen, they're moving in a great direction. Yeah, that quarterback, dude. Oh God, I love that quarterback. He is unbelievable.
Is Bosa? This is Bosa's last year under the contract.
No, he signed a pretty hefty contract. I think we have.
Oh, he re-signed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we got 4 more years with him.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You.
I would say our biggest concern, even though our general manager said it's not a problem, I think it is. Right now we have a good QB window because Herbert, the way he's playing right now, he's still under his rookie contract. Hopefully we can get somewhere within these next 2 years because after his rookie contract goes, those numbers are going to be big on that paycheck.
Oh yeah.
So, also I think the Niners are going to pull it off.
You think so?
Right. I think he might be right.
I don't even know what the money line is right now.
I wouldn't bet on it. I don't have that much.
The question is this: are they healthy right now? Because they got a lot of players hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of banged up players, and that's what I'm worried about. They are beat up.
San Francisco 40.
Debo's still playing though, right?
Debo was limping,
he's a little banged up though.
Yeah, Debo got banged up at the end of that game. He was hobbling. Their defense is a little bit beat up too as well. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a slugger. They're going to beat the hell out of each other in that game.
I think Jimmy G will probably be the most impactful player, whether it's positive or negative.
I agree with you on that.
That team, really goes to the quarterback and how he plays, because they can't just rely on the run game with Mitchell and Debo. And if they can get Kittle involved, then that's even better, because lately they have been using him, to the way you would use him like in the good pass attack, but he's been run blocking and pass blocking, so he's still a pretty impactful player. But if they get him involved, and maybe even Ayuk a little bit, he's a sneaky wide receiver in my opinion. So I think they could beat him. And truthfully, I don't care whichever AFC team wins because I don't like either of them.
All I've been hearing is that this is going to be a home game for the 49ers.
Yeah, right.
We'll see.
So right now, the spread is 3.5 in Rams' favor, and the money line is negative 175 for the Rams and a plus 150 for the Niners.
And we are going to pause right there. I'm going to end this one, and then we're going to jump on another one. So those that are watching, if you got to go to the bathroom, get something to eat, go do what you got to do.
Drop the deuce.
Do that. Well, that too. And those that are in the backstage, stick around. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.